Hello everyone, welcome back to IIM Community. Last time we talked about the top 5 HR trends in 2021 and discussed the first trend, workforce planning. Now let's talk about the second trend, which is competency framework in detail. Over to you, Paridhi.
Competency framework is nothing but in simple terms it just it defines the knowledge, skills and attributes that are needed for every role that's there in the organization. So for example, for every role you sort of list down the technical skills, the business skills, the leadership skills, people skills, all of these are part of the competencies, right? And you sort of get list them down for every role, and then what you come up together for every role as a whole, and for organization, all the roles in the organization as a whole, is the competency framework. Now, competency framework, and why it has really been sort of gaining a lot of momentum is because in today's time it's we are moving more towards a skill-based economy, and more towards a skill-based organization design, where leaders and the organizations really want to take a look at and take a stock at the people and supply side through the lens of skills, because essentially they at the end of the day they do not want to care about the the department lines, the SPU unit lines, all of that. For them it's like one base, one common pool of people with similar skill sets, who form the supply side, and on the other side different projects that that are expected and that are forecasted for business and for clients, that forms the demand side. So that's why it's important, and that's why it has been gaining a lot of momentum, and it is something that has radically shifted the traditional org designs that we had in our in the organizations. So yes, so that's a bit about competency framework. Now I think the most important thing of why we really move towards a competency based framework in organizations, and how we can how it really makes people future skills ready through the use of upskilling. So I'll just talk about the first point, which says about improved learning and training. Now, once you have listed down the skills or the competencies required for a role, and you have also taken a stock of the skills that that a person, an employee really possesses who's doing that particular job, the next set and the next logical step about it is really you take a sort of a gap analysis of what is the is the required skill set and what is the current skill set, and that sort of gives you an input to the training program. So basically it makes it more aligned, the trainings are much more aligned to the gaps that that are there, and then that also results in a better training investment. Now the second part is about better succession planning. So now when we have critical vacancies which we get to know beforehand, we can easily redeploy people who have adjacent skill sets to the ones where the vacancy is there, and they can be quickly upskilled, and they can be quickly made to reach the required skill set level, so that it leads to better succession planning and seamless succession and succession of roles. Now the third one is really about faster deployment through a planned upskilling. So again, it's more it's another it's the same thing where we say that so wherever we know that there's a demand coming, and we feel that the supply side is not adequately maintained for a particular skill set, we can very easily take a stock of the people who have adjacent skill sets, and basis the time that is required for that project, we can easily sort of upskill them through different training programs, and that sort of really helps in people achieving through upskilling new skills, niche skills, and also it leads to faster deployment and optimization of costs. Now, another thing that really talk about is how when we do all of this, it also results in higher work performing workforce. So it just creates high poor workforce. Why? Because it's people can easily take a look at the skill sets. They are much more empowered by the right training programs, and that leads to a lot of upskilling and development and career enhancement for employees, which leads to higher performing workforce as well. And this also leads to development and career planning, where people can finally take charge of their careers in a more conscious way. And it also helps in identifying the future skills that would be required in the coming years, and sort of helps employees and the organization sort of really transition them and help them come to that, to be much more future skills ready, which also again helps in the career planning and development.
So, that was about competency frameworks. Hope you liked our video. We shall discuss the next trends in our upcoming videos. Please subscribe to our channel for more such content. Thank you.